Hi guys and welcome to the channel. Today I'm delighted to be starting our new Brighton and Hove Albion career mode, and the aim of this career mode is to win Brighton some trophies and make them a more prevalent force in Europe and in the Premier League. We are going to be playing every game obviously other than pre-season because I'll be honest, they're not too important, are they? We don't need to worry about that particularly. But yeah, I will be doing it on Legendary because, I'll be honest, I'm really not the greatest at FIFA, and you'll probably see that in the gameplay later this episode. But yeah, I'm honest, and I think if we played it on Ultimate, we'd get smashed most times. So there's no point playing on a 2-hard difficulty and getting beaten 6-7-0 by your Liverpools and your Man Cities. So we're going to be doing it on Legendary. But without further ado, let's have a look at the team, what we've got at our disposal. So as you can sort of see straight away, what sticks out to me is the amount of squad depth we've got and the amount of deadwood players in their late 20s, early 30s that we can just get rid of for £5-6 million that, we don't need, and we can really start to add to the 36 odd million pounds we've already got in the bank and build up some decent financial funds in terms of buying players and getting them through the door at the club to improve the side. In terms of personnel in the first team, we've got a lot of centre-backs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. That's crazy. 5 centre-backs in the starting 11. That needs to change. In terms of who's good, you've got Dunk and White in terms of their overall and their age. Are pretty good. Weltman, obviously, 77, but only one more overall than Ben White. And is 6 odd years older, so there's no need to force him in really. If he fits himself in, that's good. But in the formation I'm going to be playing, I want a fullback. I think we need to have more attacking force up the pitch, just to utilise the talent of players like Trossard and Maupay and Basuma. Those three can really start to be prevalent for us and be some of our best players in the team. So as that goes, the team's pretty strong. In terms of finances, we can really just change this budget allocation slide. It's like we really don't need that much wages, so we can sort of push ourselves down to 100k and get ourselves up to £44 million, increasing our transfer budget by about 10 million roughly. And yeah, in terms of £44 million, having sold absolutely no one, that's some really good financial backing. I'm not going to specifically list anyone up. I'm not going to necessarily list anyone up on the transfer market this episode. I want to give everyone their chance. But if offers do come in, we will definitely have to consider them. Finally, in terms of what the board wants to do, so we can get our highest manager rating possible, we'll just have a quick look here. These are the most crucial ones. So Emirates FA Cup reach round of 16, that should be fairly simple. Premier League finish mid-table, current position 3rd, obviously that looks really good. We haven't played any games, so that's not a surprise. And within 2 seasons have at least one player from the youth academy signed in the first season. And to be honest, to meet that objective, I was looking in the youth academy before, and I've already seen, we'll talk about the youth staff later, but I've already seen a very high potential player, Gabin Flament, a right winger or a centre mid, already 64 overall, and just to tick off that objective, I'm already going to promote him to the senior team because I think he's good enough to perhaps make our bench, and I think that now ticks it off. No, he needs to play 30% in the games. That's all right. We can definitely play him, especially in cup games, and bring him on when he needs to if we're behind in a game, and to make a difference. So I'm very happy with how the team's looking. We've got our youth player. And as I said, speaking of youth staff, we're just going to employ one more here. We probably don't need... we're going to get the luxury of Olav Stevenson for £2.2 million. We're going to send him to Southern Europe. He's going to go to Portugal to try and find some talent there. And we're also going to send Zachary Tomlinson to Nigeria to try and find some talent there. So we've got two very decent scouts looking for some talent, so that should be good, and hopefully we should get some youngsters coming through the academy that can be really good for us and push into our team in the next few seasons. So in terms of how we're just going to go through this, I'm just going to simulate through the pre-season tournament because I'm really, as I said, it doesn't really matter too much. We'll simulate through on the calendar and we're just going to see if we receive any offers So any offers that are, acceptable. We win 1-0 against Celta Vigo and we draw with Feyenoord. So that, you could sort of say that's almost us through the group, to be honest. It appears we do have some offers to consider with 9+ in our office. Obviously, we'll just delete these because we do not currently need them. We have 2 offers, McAllister and Grob, to consider. Now, Alexis McAllister, I was having a look at him and I want him to be one of our star players. He's 21, which is a really nice young age. The midfield probably needs strengthening. And I think 12.8 million just isn't quite enough to tempt me to sell him. With 75 overall, he can definitely become one of our key players. We're going to go ahead and reject that. And Pascal Grob has an offer to return to Germany for 7.9 million. I'm going to accept that, and I'll tell you why. He's 29, he's 76, his overall really isn't going to grow anymore. So I'm happy to let him go, to be honest with you. Pascal Grob will return to Germany for £8 million. So we're just going to repeat that process. We're just going to keep going through the season. Obviously, until we get, not the season, we're going to keep going through July until we get to Spurs, which is our first match of the season, which should be a tough one. We're just going to go to the 15th here, past the Stade Rennais match. We get a draw, which means we progress to the next round against Udinese Calcio, which is a winnable game, but I'm not expecting us to get any points. I'm not expecting us to get through. Just replied to Percy Tau here with some positive feedback. I've just deleted all the messages. No, I haven't. Grob has sold, and you'll see that we've actually got a scout report back from Emerson. And to be honest, I was looking to get this player when we started. I sent a scout report out on him. I wanted to see what rating he was. And that's now come through on the email. And when it did, I was planning to have a look at him and see if we want to pick him up. So he's got 78 overall and a value of £15 million. Being only 25, I'll be honest, I can see this working. He's not getting much game time at Chelsea, so you'd think that they'd be willing to accept a lower offer. And with us sort of racking up some funds and needing to spend on an improved left-back with no real left-backs in the team, and Pascal Grob just sold, I'm happy to go in for him. So, seeing that email, we're going to go in for Emerson. As you'll see, no one else on our shortlist as of yet, but that could all change. His value is 15 million, so we're going to go in slightly lowballing with 14.5. They want 14.5 and a 9% sell-on clause. If we can get that sell-on clause down to 5%, that will be very, very good. And it's going to make 14.5 million for a 78 rated centre-back with room to grow look like a bargain. I'm very, very happy to be getting that deal over the line with Chelsea. And now we can go into negotiations with him. And he's happy to go with Crucial, which is always good to see. A 4-year contract, we can push that up to 5, even better. He's all right with that. And no release clause, as always. And now it's just about the salary. Will he recommend one to us, or will we have to do it? He's going to recommend one to us. If we can just remove that clean sheet bonus, being a little bit petty there. But, you know, if we can remove that clean sheet bonus, get him in for 47k a week, and we have ourselves a quality 25-year-old left-back in the team. So that's our first transfer of the window over the line, and it's Emerson from Chelsea. I'm very happy to get him over the line. I think he's going to be a class left-back for us. As I said, can have room to grow, but he's already our joint best overall. And to get him for a cheap price of 14.5 million with only a 5% selling clause, brilliant in my eyes. Absolutely brilliant. So, yeah, as I say, we're just going to keep going through here. We've made our first signing. Actually, let me put him in the side. As I said, I mean, this has been working quite well in pre-season, it seems. We are going to switch to the formation that I want to play. It would probably be quite ironic. It's probably going to happen that we're going to lose as soon as we put this formation on. What we're going to do is we're going to play... where is he? McAllister in the cam role. Basuma and Proper in the midfield. We'll probably look to obviously have Emerson as our left back instead of Dan Burn. Dunk and White will be looking to play. And Lamptey on the right. And that's looking like a very sort of solid, pacey back line. I know Dunk's only got 51. Just as I say pacey, that's just how it goes, isn't it? But yeah, wing backs are both pretty fast. And you're looking at a solid back line there in my eyes. That's really quite solid, and that could definitely win us some games. And the team's looking pretty good, to be honest, going into the season. I'd still be looking to sign that right winger instead of Danny Welbeck. And speaking of that right winger, I'm going to go and scout someone that you've just seen there in the shortlist, and that is Adama Traore. I think he can be a really, really good asset for us with that pace and agility. He can also play right back if Tyreek Lamptey gets injured, considering we have no backup for him. So I've scouted him. I think he could be perfect for us. We'll come back in 9 days after we simulate through that and have a look whether we want to go for him. We're just going to simulate to the 20th, and we lose to Udinese. That was expected. They're a good Serie A side. We weren't expected to win to them. We do not have any more offers. That's okay. I'm pretty happy with how the finances and team are looking at the moment, so I wouldn't be pushing to sell anyone exactly. 20th to the 30th, 10 more days. The Adama scouting report should come back within this time, and maybe we do have some more offers to consider. 5 in the office, it appears we do, and we've actually missed an offer for Alexis McAllister. I was going to reject it anyway, like I rejected for Valencia, so that's not too bad. Aaron Connolly now. I'm going to reject that simply because I think he can grow at 70 at only 20 years of age, and I think he can grow to be our starting striker eventually. And 3.2 million, it's not enough to tempt me to sell, I'll be honest. We're going to reject that. And Joel Veltman, this is an interesting one, because if we're playing a four at the back formation with only 2 centre-backs, then we don't have the need for 5 centre-backs in the club. And to get 10 mil for Joel Veltman, I think it's quite nice. We are selling him to a Premier League rival in Newcastle, but I think 10 million is too much to refuse, so we're going to accept that. And Joel Veltman could be on his way to Newcastle. Obviously, Adama's scouting report has now come through, so we'll take a look at him and see if we want to purchase. So he's 79 overall, which is a really nice overall, which would make him our best player, and has a £20.5 million valuation put on his head. And I think at this price, if we can get him for that, I mean, I'm happy to make that transfer happen. We'll offer 20.5, exactly on his valuation. See what Wolves say. Test the water with that. They want 25. It's not a ridiculous amount, but I feel like we could get it cheaper. If we go down to 21 million, let's see what they say to that. They still want that £25 million sum. If we can get Bruno Lage to accept 23, I'd be happy. And he does accept 23. Bruno Lage has allowed Adama Traore to leave Wolves for £23 million. Obviously, we still have to do contract negotiations, but that should be a bit of a breeze. Obviously, he wants Crucial. Fine by me, that's what I'd have gone with as well. 4 years, we can push that up to 5, just like we did with Emerson. That would be even better. He's very happy to go ahead with that, which we love to see. No release clause, accept. And finally, talk about his salary. We'll give him a slight pay cut of £55,000, but we'll give him a nice £500,000 signing bonus to try and tempt him. And he's going to agree to that. Adama Traore becomes our second summer signing after Emerson, and they've come for a combined total of around £38 million. And I'm very happy to sign both of them. And Adama Traore slots right in at that right back role. Right wing role that we needed, and we're looking quite strong. The back line I'm pretty happy with. The forward line I'm very happy with. And I'd say maybe it's only the midfield to improve upon now, and even that is looking quite good. So I'm just gonna put the players I want on the bench. Veltman could be on his way out, of course. I'm very happy with that. Although it has come to my attention before the thing, I was going to save this till before the game. But Matty Ryan is out on loan at Arsenal, and I want to recall him because I know Robert Sanchez is rated very highly by Brighton fans, and I rate him too. I've seen him in the Premier League. He's made some really good saves and been very solid for Brighton. But at the moment, his overall, unfortunately, just isn't quite good enough. We'll take Veltman off the bench because he's leaving, and obviously, I said, his overall just isn't quite good enough, and I think Matty Ryan is going to improve in the goal. But being only 22, which is very young for a goalkeeper, easily got 13 years left in him, we can really push him and develop him. We'll do the development plans next episode, by the way. We can really develop into a top goalkeeper. Matty Ryan, I'd say he'll only be there for a few more seasons. And then Robert Sanchez has his time to shine. We're just going to simulate right to the 9th here, because I have to say, I'm really excited to get into the gameplay with this team. I'm really happy with the signings that we've made. And it's going to be a tough first game against Spurs, but I think we can manage it. I really think we can manage this. We do have some offers. Basuma saying they didn't have a great pre-season. No problem. We're going to just reply with some positive comments. So we actually missed a loan offer for Burn. Veltman sold. I was not going to loan a 75 rated 28-year-old out anyway, so I'm not too bothered about that. But we actually do have our monthly scouting reports back from Stephenson and Tomlinson. We also have our youth squad monthly report. Nothing special quite yet. We'll have a look how they progress. The monthly scouting report, however, we're looking for some good potential players. This is from Zachary Tomlinson, who is scouting in Nigeria. He's very good. 94 potential. We've got to sign him up. Another one with 94 potential. Sign him up as well. 87 potential. 2 of them. We'll keep. I'm not sure. We'll keep going. We don't want to sign too many players up straight away. We'll absolutely sign the 93 one up, and we'll rate. And we're just going to reject the 2 ones that are both. Another 94. I missed him. But we're just going to reject the 73 rated one. He's not going to be good enough. But we're just going to keep looking at these guys, and then we'll have a look. So that's Tomlinson's one done. And finally, Stephenson, has he found any talent in Portugal? I mean, we've got a 94 potential and a 93 potential. We'll sign them 2 up. I'm not so sure about these guys, just reject the bad one. And we're just going to keep scouting them and come back in a month and see if their potential is retained. Because sometimes with these players, it dips very, very quickly. And we've just got players on our books that we don't really need. But anyway, that's everything dealt with. And there's nothing more to do other than attend the press conference and then play Spurs. I'm really very excited to get into the gameplay. Spurs will be a tough game, and obviously I'd understand if we get beaten, but I think we've got a good enough team to really trouble Spurs and try and get some points out of them. I'd be happy with a point. Very happy with a win. But even if we lose but play well, I'd also be happy. All of those players getting pluses, obviously, which you love to see. And yeah, what more can I say than just get into it? Obviously, the next-gen graphics, you love to see it. But we're just going to skip through these. We really want to get into the game. And we're at the new Spurs stadium, which is obviously absolutely huge. And yeah, here we go. It's kicked off, and Spurs have the ball. So with Tanguy and Ndombele. Adama, early run, tries to tackle him. Son with a lovely flick to get past Lamptey. I'm going to have to drag White out. I didn't have to do that. White. I'm going to have to take him down. I didn't take him down. It was actually a really good tackle. Lost the ball, though, but Tanguy and Ndombele puts it out. No, it's a Spurs throw-in. It's gone straight to Tariq Lamptey, though. You can try and get past Ndombele, but not quite. Son, Ben White has to make the challenge. It is a good challenge. Have I fouled him? No. Yes, I have fouled him. I think it was the first foul anyway. I tried to win the ball with that sliding challenge, but it was never going to work. Dharma can head the ball away from Bale's corner. Bale's free kick. The danger's not gone yet. Traore tracking back on Reguilon. Reguilon, fellow Spaniard, gets past him. Ben White, has he fouled him? I have fouled him. Oh, it's a bit of that was a dodgy challenge from me, to be fair. That was my bad. He was giving away an early penalty, exactly what we did not want to do. I tried to get there before him, and Reguilon just turned into me and won the foul. And Harry Kane is going to take the penalty for Spurs. Matty Ryan, step up when needed. Ryan dives the wrong way, and Harry Kane fires into the corner. 1-0 to Tottenham, probably a deserved lead. It was bad from me, and yeah, bad challenge. Now we've got a lot of work to do to get back into the game. Spurs the majority of possession. We just couldn't get out every time we cleared the ball there. It just was not working for us. We just need to retain the possession, try not to go 2 down and throw the game away so quickly. It's Dunk. Lewis Dunk. Finds White, gave away the penalty. Lamptey. Sees Adama. It's a good run from Adama, but the pass is just overhit slightly, and it has gone out for a Spurs throw-in. Adama nearly wins the ball, though. Son causing us lots of problems down this right-hand side. So quick. Højbjerg. McAllister tracking back on Reguilon. Reguilon's found Son, who feeds it infield to Harry Kane. Doing really well here, Spurs. Basuma tries to win the ball. Kane's gone down. Kane back up again now, linking up the play. And Ndombele, White tries to challenge him. To Kane. Kane turns. Kane shoots. Kane scores. 2-0. I lost track of Harry Kane with Lewis Dunk, and they're just passing around us. There's nothing I can do here. Spurs, they're playing so well. Lewis Dunk, I don't know what I was doing with it there. I dragged him out. I should have jockeyed him. That was my bad, and it appears we've already thrown the game away at Spurs. I mean, that's a real shame, because I was excited to get this game underway, but it just appears we don't have enough for them, and they're just pressing us so hard. We can't get out. We just got to stop it getting embarrassing now and just keep hanging on to the game with a thread, to be honest with you. It's going to be tough. Doherty again on the ball into Lo Celso. I don't know what to do because I'll have to drag my players out to win the challenges because otherwise they'll just pass it around me. But then they just go through. It's a bit of a dilemma. I'm not sure what I'm doing with Emerson, but Lamptey trying to pressure Son. We just cannot get out. And Ndombele. Proper's got to get back in there. Oh, it's Ndombele. It's going to be free. Oh, what a save from Matthew Ryan to keep us in the game. Just Proper. We can get on a bit of an attack here, maybe, finally. Basuma finds Malpe, who turns. Feeds the ball into Adama Traore. That's a nice ball. Traore. Got to get past Reguilon. Feeds it into Malpe. Malpe squares it back. Oh, McAllister just was not alert enough to get into the 6-yard box and shoot. And if McAllister was in position, then that really could have been 2-1 and we could have been back into the game. Got a Spurs counter-attack to watch here, though, perhaps. They pass it back and maybe the danger's gone but for now. But Højbjerg feeds it into Ndombele. They're just so quick on the counter-attack, Spurs. I don't win that challenge. That leaves us short at the back. Doherty. Got to win this challenge with Emerson. I don't. Bale. Looks for Kane. Kane back into Lo Celso. To Kane. Emerson's going to slide in and Dunk eventually wins the challenge. But I can't get hold of Basuma. What's just happened? That's so frustrating. I was trying for the life of me to get hold of Basuma here to win the ball and it just would not switch man to Basuma. And that means that Spurs go 3-0 up on the 37th minute mark. This is getting embarrassing now, to be honest with you. I've no idea what's going on. I tried to get hold of Basuma there and that would have prevented that goal. So that's really frustrating that the game mechanics just did not let me get hold of Basuma. I don't want to blame it because, I mean, as I said earlier, I'm pretty dodgy at FIFA. But we've just got to retain our pride here. We're getting absolutely battered. Oh no, Adama, make the run. Reguilon's won it. Lenglet. Doherty. Emerson. Trying to track Bale. No chance. Dunk wins it into Emerson. We can try and get out here, but Bale is so quick to get back. Emerson puts it across to McAllister. McAllister all the way across to Adama. Adama looking to beat Reguilon. Oh, Reguilon with a good challenge, well-timed challenge there. I've just trying to get around him. It will be our throw-in. Can we salvage something for half-time to get us back into the game? Proper runs. Oh, Lenglet, it's a good challenge. And Spurs could have a chance to counter-attack, but the referee blows up to save us. And to be honest, we haven't played that badly. It's just we've been a shambles in defence, and it's just not been good enough. I've been dragging the defenders out. It's probably my fault. I'm just panicking because I know Spurs can get around us with the passing, so I feel like I've got to win the challenges in midfield. Then I drag the defenders out, and it's just not working for us. We need to get a hold of the game. We need to score a goal and try and get ourselves back into it because at the moment we're being absolutely thrashed by a very good Spurs side. Lamptey, Proper, spreads the play to Emerson. Takes it in his stride, gives it to Basuma. Basuma to McAllister. McAllister, Proper. This is nice. Proper to Adama. So we just throw the ball away when we don't make the runs or do a slightly dodgy pass. And it's just frustrating. Emerson wins the ball back though. And it's a great slide challenge from Doherty. And now I have to drag Lewis Dunk out, which will leave a man in the middle. I've got to win this challenge. I've got to. And I don't. And this could be a chance for Spurs because our Lewis Dunk's out of position. But it's a great recovering challenge for Emerson. And now Trossard can charge. Trossard. Oh, looks for the ball across to Adama Traore, who I saw out the corner of my eye running. Although not quite. He can't quite get it across. Doherty. But a little bit better in the second half. But we're still in danger of conceding. And Ndombele. Lo Celso. Kane. Højbjerg. Kane. Got to win the challenge with Dunk. And it's a good challenge. And now Trossard can escape. It's a 3-on-3. Trossard. Charging. Trossard could have a chance here. Trossard, he can shoot. Trossard shoots, and it's a great save in the end. Malpe still with a chance, and he's giving it to Adama. Adama cuts back in, looking for a pass. Adama, Malpe, it's a great finish from Neil Malpe, and we are back in the game. It is 3-1, and Neil Malpe scores and celebrates. And now this could be back in the game. It was a nice play from Proper. Adama just waited and waited and waited to find the ball to Malpe, whose first time finish went straight to the top corner. What a good goal. Now we are back in the game. We just got to be defensively solid again. Keep doing what we did in the second half. We were winning the challenges. We were jockeying the play as well. And we weren't conceding. So we just need to continue that and see if we can get the win. Well, no, not the win. I mean, try and get back into the game. That's a bit ambitious from here, isn't it? Lamptey, Son is playing absolutely brilliantly though. Kane, I can't drag Ben White out. I've got to get him back in with the midfielders. Adama, he's our extra man in defence, you'd say, considering he's not really supposed to be there. Basuma, Højbjerg, just keeping them on the edge of the box well here. It's a good ball, but Emerson can intercept, and Basuma can try and get hold of the ball, but Lo Celso wins the race. Højbjerg, McAllister looking to challenge. Basuma tries to go in. Lo Celso, I could have won that ball there. I just didn't think he'd go that way, but it's a great challenge in the end from Lewis Dunk, and we can break again. Adama looks for a bit of support. Adama, can't find his support, he's looking for it. He just feeds it into McAllister, that's some really nice play. I'm looking for some support again. Adama's running up near McAllister, he overlaps, he gives it in. Adama Traore cuts back. Traore looking for a bit of space. Traore, it's a good challenge from Son. I was about to offload the ball as well, that's really frustrating. He just uses his body well to get away from Lamptey there. Lamptey's going to have to recover. Son's really quick though. Lamptey, he's trying to get back in. He can't. It's a nice cut back from Son. I was about to make the challenge. Reguilon. Son turns, cuts inside. It's a good recovering challenge from Ben White in the end. Lamptey releases proper. I realise I haven't made any substitutes. Probably a bit late for that anyway now. We're just going to stick with what we've got. Adama looks for Neil Maupay, but it's just a great recovering challenge in the end from Toby Alderweireld, I think, and Dombele, Harry Kane. It's a good tackle from Lewis Dunk, but he has fouled him in the end. I don't think that was a foul. I think he won the ball fairly cleanly. We'll bring on Percy Tau here for Alexis McAllister, who's failed to make much of an impact, to be honest with you. Bale can put in a free kick here to try and threaten our lead. I wish. Our goal. Tau, has he got any pace on him? He's pretty quick, Percy Tau. He sees the run of Maupay. Neil Maupay could be through on goal. Maupay shoots! Maupay, it's a great save in the end from Lloris. How's he stopped that? Trossard still with the ball. Proper turns. Feeds it into Maupay, who turns. Maupay, he was so close to releasing that strike to make it 3-2. And that could have been game on. I mean, there wouldn't have probably been enough time to score anyway, another one, but I mean, we're playing really well here in the second half. We've not conceded a goal as of yet. It could still happen on this counter-attack. But we've really solidified it up at the back. And we've really been good going forward. The referee surely got to blow up here. We're 42 seconds over. And finally, referee does blow up. Harry Kane got his hat-trick. And Spurs quite comfortably beat us 3-1. We were lucky to not concede more in the first half. But in the second half, we were unlucky not to score. Maupay had a few good opportunities where it was a good save by Hugo Lloris. And really, this team's promising. Positive comments in the press conference. There's still all to fight for. I know we've got Liverpool next. We're not going to play the game today, though. We're just going to end the episode here. So yeah, if you did enjoy, that's it. As I said, that's it. So I really hope you did enjoy. And if you did, please drop a like, subscribe to the channel. And yeah, just turn on notifications so you know when I next upload. And if we hit 10 subscribers by the end of the day, I'll promise I will upload a video tomorrow. So thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.